Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on this Friday. Oh my goodness, I'm pumped. I'm full of energy today. I've had 2 sleepless nights for a good reason. I'm not going to get into it. I was just telling our first guests and some of our crew, but I'm pumped. I'm excited. It's Friday. Got a great show for you as usual. And we're starting in the kitchen with Miriam Pearl from Delicious Without Gluten. Welcome back to the show. Great to have you here. And you're pumped today too.
I'm pumped.
You're bringing the energy today. And I like the idea of what we're talking about because when it comes to planning, especially around the holidays, everyone leaves it to the last minute. They stress themselves out, and then they don't enjoy the experience.
I know.
You're here to help, Miriam.
I am.
Help us, but in a different way, right? I mean, in this case, we're going to help in a couple of different ways. One, getting organized.
Yeah.
2, the fact that, for those that have celiac disease, for those that have different allergies, it could be a tough time right around the holidays.
It's normally tough, right?
Yeah.
And people panic a lot. I know most people order out and they don't do things at home anymore. But you know what? When you are celiac and have allergies, it's really important to do some cooking. But also, let me just say that having celiac disease as a mother, anyway, with kids, I'm always concerned about where they're eating and if I'm inviting in or if we have to go out, there's different concerns.
Yeah, well, okay, let's talk about going out. Like if you're going I think sometimes too, we don't want to, it's an uncomfortable phone call. Hi, this is Miriam, we're coming over, my daughter, she's got the celiac thing, right? Like how do you, what does that conversation look like?
It's also really hard for us because we don't want to inconvenience anyone, right? So, listen, depends how close you are with someone, right?
Right.
But if someone's going to invite you, they really want to make sure that you're happy. And the whole reason you're there is to share with friends and family.
Right.
So you don't really, you want to make the extra effort for someone. And so don't be that shy. You can always suggest, let them ask, do you need any help with anything? Can I bring something over? If they're not sure, maybe they want to buy something and they want a place that they can buy from, right? They want the referrals. So the expert will know more about it than the person who's inviting.
Of course, yeah, no, that makes complete sense. And then there's the dining out experience. Again,
very
frustrating, very tricky.
This is more tricky during the holiday season.
Okay.
Because kitchens are very busy. And waitresses are running around. So the last place you want to be is in a restaurant on a very, very busy time because mistakes will be made.
Right, gotcha.
So you can go to a restaurant during the year and sit with the maitre d', or you could talk to the chef. It's okay.
Right.
But even if you prepare ahead of time, I remember a couple of years we went out for New Year's, and it was a horrifying experience because we got sick, and my kid got sick, and it was difficult, and we were sure everything was
of course,
fine.
yes.
But throwing up is not part of the New Year's
it's not
experience.
part of the holiday New Year's experience that you want to have. Maybe when you were younger, I'm kidding. Be responsible, everybody at home. Another thing we want to talk about, let's say you're having people coming over or even just during the holidays yourselves. Things are busy. Meal planning, right? And you sent us a little sheet, what I'll ask our director, Dave, to bring that up, and our computer graphics guy, Dave. So here it is here. This is your holiday sort of menu planner that you sent to us.
I have this menu planner for many years. It's up on my website. You can download it. It's super amazing. If you're inviting people over, you want to know, first of all, who you're inviting. You want to know, I have in my party, you can see on the left-hand side, the allergies. So you want to know if it's an allergy, you want to know if it's an intolerance, if it's a preference. You want to know all those things so you can prepare properily. Okay. But I have 3 celiacs, 3 pescatarians, a peanut allergy, no nuts, and someone who doesn't eat sugar. So, I'm having 27 people over.
Right. Okay.
So you got to be organized. I mean, if you have somebody just coming for 6 people, it's not, you're not going to have as many things.
100%, right.
So the first thing you need to do is to break everything down in terms of whether you have the hors d'oeuvres, your soups, your sides, your mains, whatever, and you decide all this. Why? Because you need to know what you need to make first ahead of time.
Gotcha.
So everything that you can prepare ahead of time, and that's why I chose to do this for November, because this is the time now that I usually make my latkes, I usually make the soups, I make the quiches, I make all the desserts, and I freeze them.
Right.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I think people put pressure on this. Oh, everything's got to be fresh. I got to make it, you know.
No.
But then you miss out on so much stuff too around the holidays if you're the one stuck in the kitchen, right?
But it's not just that, because you can do all of that way ahead of time, up to 3 months if you wanted to.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
Okay.
And it will still be good. So even if you do it now, and it's for like 4 weeks from now or a little bit longer, it's perfectly fine. And also, you can do also on our sheet, we have like what to do the week before and what to do on the night before, and you break it down so that you are not worried about, first of all, what company is going to come with, right?
Right,
So
of
what
course.
if company comes and they say, oh, I'd like to bring something?
Yeah, you've got a peanut allergy, and then they suggest, hey, I'm bringing peanut brittle.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
So I always tell people, would you like to bring some fruit? Would you like to bring some drinks? I really need some drinks.
Yeah.
I really need. I would love a box of chocolate.
That is
Flowers,
That's a great way to
Flowers.
go about it too, because you're kind of giving them the choice too that you're looking for,
Exactly.
right? So if you say fruit, you know, well, it's gluten free, so we don't have an issue with. So why don't you bring a type of fruit along with you, or some drinks? I think that's a great idea.
So I have here what I do. I do my soups, my desserts, my latkes, my quiches the month before.
Okay.
On the week before, I make a grocery list. I get all the dressings for the salads done, the toppings for the salmon that I'm making, what I'm going to buy, like the avocados and things that need to get ripe ahead of time.
Right.
And then the night before, I cut up all the salads. And you know what? I actually make a lot of different salads. I usually have only one main. You know, people have like a lot of mains. What if I have salmon and nobody likes salmon? Or what if I have meat and someone can't eat meat?
Right.
So the best thing I have here is I have all kinds of like quinoa tabbouleh salad, like filling salads.
Right.
You can have a Mexican bean salad, things that have protein in it.
I love that idea.
So that people can pick and choose all the various things. As well, my soup is usually like, a lentil soup or something hearty. Around the holiday time, it's cold outside.
Right, of course.
And it's very filling soup. So what if you can't eat other things? So that's something that you can bring that is filling and also warming and ready for the holidays.
Right. You're also going to show us how to do some things too, right? So we've got 2 segments with Miriam on the show today. I'm excited about this. So what are we talking about after the break? What are you going to walk us through?
I love making cookies and freezing them.
Okay.
And I think that it's really hard sometimes for people with celiac to change their recipes into from their family favorites into a celiac safe recipe.
Right.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually showing techniques of things that you can do and things to look out for and how you can prepare all these cookies. I give them as gifts a lot.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And it's, you know what, company comes all the time, unexpected during the holidays.
Yeah.
People stop by and you're invited also.
Yeah, for sure. And you don't want to make a meal, right? People are stopping by at 3 p.m. in the afternoon for an hour. Throw out some cookies. So if you have that favorite family cookie recipe and you want to convert it to being gluten-free, guess who's next up? Miriam Pearl back right after this. Don't go anywhere.